How do I even start this loadout video? If you are, let's put it, a happy person, if you are very into rainbows, then I got the Terraria loadout for you. I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube, but I think you get the point of this whole video. We're going to be testing the rainbow set, the best rainbow weapons, the best rainbow accessories, and so on. As per usual with the loadout videos, we don't have any tools today because frankly there are no rainbow tools, so we're gonna jump right into the weapons. Starting off, we have the last prism, which shoots a rainbow beam. We have the Terra Blade. This isn't really rainbow, but I chose it just because the actual weapon itself is somewhat reminiscent of a rainbow, or it's very colorful. We have the Night Glow, the Zenith. Once again, this is very reminiscent of a rainbow. It's very colorful, so you know what? We'll count it as a rainbow. We have the Rainbow Rod, Rainbow Crystal Staff, Rainbow Gun, Celebration Mark II, Eventide, I hope that's how you pronounce it. Essentially this bow right here, Terra Prisma, and the Kaleidoscope. As for our armor, we're going to be using the solar armor to max out our defense, and on top of that we're going to put the Empress of Light mask, Capricorn chest plate, and the Capricorn hooves. We're going to be using a blessed apple as our pet, which is going to summon a unicorn, wisp in a bottle as our light pet, and this nectar, which summons a butterfly pet. As for the accessories, we have a star veil, volatile gelatin, specter wings, rainbow string, and the soaring insignia. We're also going to add a rainbow cursor onto this, just to add more to the effect, and equip living rainbow dye on every single slot we have. Wow, that's a lot of happiness. That is way more rainbow than I can handle. Let's summon in this enchanted sword, just so we have a summon ready. I think at first we're probably going to start off with the slightly weaker weapons and leave the stronger ones for last. So yeah, we'll use all these weapons first, then we'll move on to the more damage dealing weapons later on. As usual in the series, we're going to start off by fighting the Eye of Cthulhu. We're most likely going to shred through this boss, but it's still worth a try. So yeah, let's see how we do. I don't even have to hit it. Shoot the rainbow gun. Bam. That took absolutely no effort. Let's move on to a hard mode boss because I really doubt we even need to test out the pre-hard mode bosses. We're just going to completely shred through all of them. So let's move on to the destroyer. How fast do you reckon we're going to kill the destroyer? Let's actually use some of the weapons because right now I'm just kind of AFKing. I'm just letting the Terra Prisma do all the work, which is not fair. Let's test out some of the weapons. How is the rainbow rod doing? The rainbow rod isn't really a piercing weapon, so I don't expect it to do too well against the destroyer. Let's try out the rainbow gun. Let's see how fast we can kill the destroyer with the rainbow gun. Look at the destroyer's health. It's going down so quickly. Let's add the Terra Blade onto that and make that a GG for the destroyer. He's out. Let's move on to something a little bit harder. How about we try Skeletron Prime? You know, he has a little bit more movement. Maybe we can utilize more weapons. So let's try out the Night Glow. Let's see how this does. It's a magic weapon, so of course we can't just spam it. I didn't have any mana potions. Let's move on to the Eventide. I love this bow. I mean, the colors are so awesome for this set. No shade on all the happy people out there. I mean, we love happy people. Who knows? Maybe I'm a happy person myself, so we just have to stop focusing on that and focus on the fact that these weapons look absolutely beautiful. It's not very good at taking out Skeletron Prime, frankly, though. I mean, maybe if we use the rainbow gun in conjunction with the Night Glow. Let's see how this does. This is the most colorful I've ever seen Terraria. Let's play around with the rainbow rod as well a little bit. Let's see how much damage the rainbow rod actually does if we hit Skeletron directly. Oh well, barely anything. Let's put the Terra Blade into action. Not that much damage. Honestly, I'd be expecting to do a little bit better, but that's fine. Skeletron Prime is a pretty tough boss, so what could you expect? For the next boss on our list, we have Plantera. Let's see just how well the Happy Rainbow set does against Plantera. I think this is going to be a piece of cake. Let's try out the Kaleidoscope. I actually never really used the whips. I really even played 1.4, so this is like a lot of these weapons are very brand new to me. I am playing on Tmodloader 1.4. If you don't know how to download that and you're interested in downloading Tmodloader 1.4, be sure to click the card in the top right. But yeah, anyways, back to Plantera. Like, I mean, as I say in all my videos, she's a fairly easy boss. There's not much to it. Let's test out the Night Glow. We don't have many magic weapons here. Let's have fun with as many as we can while our mana runs out. Let's test out the rainbow gun. Let's see how this does. Actually shreds through Plantera. Finish it off with the Terra Blade, and Plantera is out of commission fairly quickly. Yeah, absolutely no trouble with her. As always, the next boss is going to be Golem, one of my favorites for testing out weapons. Let's use the Kaleidoscope. Yeah, not very effective. Rainbow Rod. How's the Rainbow Rod doing? Upwards of 200 damage. Not too bad. Let's try out the Eventide. This is a pretty neat bow. I actually have no idea how to get it. I feel like it might be an Empress of Light drop, but don't quote me there. It's a pretty neat bow. We're also using Jester's arrows just for the piercing. Let's switch to the Night Glow. You know what? I feel like the best way to do this is just shoot the rainbow gun, get the Golem to sit in the rainbow, and then just finish him off with the Terra Blade. Get a little bit range action in there, and Golem is dead. These next few bosses are going to be far harder, so I'm going to switch these weapons now into the better weapons, and let's see how this goes. So let's see how we do with the much better weapons. The first boss we're going to fight with the much stronger weapons is going to be Lunatic Cultist. Of course, let's start out with the last prism. Actually, let's summon the Rainbow Crystal Staff to do passive damage. Make sure the Terra Prism is going. And start up the last prism. Of course, we ran out of mana really quickly. Let's play around with the Zenith. How's the Zenith gonna do against the Lunatic Cultist? Wow, actually, I thought it would do much more damage. It's actually, I mean, it's still the Zenith. Like, we're still wrecking the Lunatic Cultist, but I thought it'd do a little bit better. It's probably one of the most overpowered sets you can get in Terraria. Not gonna lie, I'm really digging this. I love this set. It's very fun, it's very colorful. There's really nothing bad to say about it. It's probably one of the strongest loadouts we've done so far. If you're enjoying the video, be sure to drop a like. Let's move on to the Moonlord. Let's start off with the last prism. I mean, just to get some base damage in. That was a complete waste. Well, whatever. Let's use the Zenith for the eye. We should have dodged that laser. I'm being way too cocky right now for some reason. I should be more cautious. Let's use the Celebration Mark II. I hear this is probably like one of the best weapons for destroying the Moonlord. Or I see people using this weapon a lot. And it fits this happy rainbow loadout perfectly. I mean, look at this weapon. It's just such a blessing. It's so fun to play with. The weapon itself almost feels charismatic, if that makes sense. This class is not letting me down so far. I mean, this is completely overpowered. That's one thing I noticed though. In Terraria, many of the overpowered weapons are like almost actually all of the endgame items are some variant of rainbows. Like that's just something I noticed right now. But I mean, I'm not complaining. I love the colorfulness of this game. It really adds to the aesthetic, and this class is overall wonderful. I don't want to die to the Moonlord. Come on, like I'm getting way too low. But yeah, the Moonlord is defeated. Is that the first time we've actually beaten the Moonlord in this loadout series? Wow. It only took us the Zenith and every single endgame item to beat the Moonlord. Yeah, I'd say we're pretty good at the game. And in spirit, since we're doing the rainbow or the happy class, I wanted to fight the happiest boss there is in Terraria, which is, if you haven't guessed already, the Empress of Light. Just look at this. This is an absolute beauty to fight, especially nighttime. Oh my goodness. Look at the colors. This is it's so exquisite. Celebration Mark II is actually not doing too well against her. Oh wow, she's doing a lot of damage to me. This is not good. This is still probably one of my favorite bosses. I love the bullet hell aspect of this. It just reminds me of so many different games I've played. Put down in the comments below what your favorite boss is. I'm really curious to know. But yeah, Empress of Light. There we go. We got another kaleidoscope. That's pretty neat. The Empress of Light has a lot of rainbow drops actually. If you guys enjoyed today's video, be sure to check out another loadout video of mine. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Consider subscribing to the channel. I'll see you guys in another video. Peace out.